How to stop forgetting when you read and understand. Now, if you're watching this video, guys, I know you read and you forget. Now, you have these frustrations. You read something, you spend time reading something. When we go to the examination hall or to whatever reason that you need the exam, you get frustrated. You forget everything. It can be a driving test examination that you are going in for. It can be a job, a recruitment examination. You are searching for a job. It can also be an end of semester examination, or it can be any other business book that you might be reading to help advance your career. But you read it, you spend time reading it, but you end up forgetting everything. Now, I know you're frustrated. I was once like you, and because you have to read, you forget, it means that you need to repeat it all over again. That's you're spending extra time and you're spending extra money for forgetting. Now, guys, I faced the same problem. I had a lot of challenges, frustrated reading and understanding, understand, and then I forget. Now, when I was able to discover this strategy, it really helped me a lot. I applied this strategy and I graduated the valedictorian of the University of Buea. I had a GPA of 3.75 on a scale of 4. I was also able to do 2 master's degrees simultaneously. You know how doing a master's degree is very challenging. I did 2 master's degrees simultaneously in 2 different countries. I studied in Cameroon and I also studied in Ghana simultaneously, and I earned both master's degrees successfully. Also, when I was doing my PhD, I actually started my business along my PhD journey. But I graduated my PhD with distinction, publishing a lot of papers, and at the same time succeeding in my business alongside. Now, for me to achieve these things is because I had the ability to read without forgetting. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 2 key secrets that I've been using and that has helped me a lot, and I also want you to succeed. That's why I am sharing it with you. Reason number 1 is the interval strategy. Guys, you must understand that we have a short-term memory and we have a long-term memory. So what you do is that when you read first time, the information stays in your short-term memory. And what happens is that now it can easily disappear from your short-term memory. It has a time span that it stays in your short-term memory. After this time elapses, then it disappears from your short-term memory. So this is what most of you do. You read something and it stays into your short-term memory. You go to read another thing again and you come and keep in your short-term memory. You read another thing again. Before you notice, the things that you were keeping in your short-term memory, they are all disappearing. The things that you were reading, they all keep disappearing. The reason is because you are keeping the information in your short-term memory. For you to retain it for a longer period of time, you must remove this information from your short-term memory into your long-term memory. And how do you do it? You do this thing by a strategy I call rehearsal strategy. Now, what do I mean? Now, if I know that information has to stay in my short-term memory for 5 hours, averagely, research has shown that for many people, information stays in your short-term memory for not more than 5 hours. So now the thing is that within that 5 hours period, you want to do something so that that information will leave from that short-term memory into your long-term memory. And what you have to do is what we call, you reread it again. So if I read something in the morning, I know that that thing will stay in my short-term memory for just 5 hours period. What do? Before 5 hours elapse, I need to read it again, so that it moves from my short-term memory to my long-term memory. And not once, you need to do it at least 3 to 4 times, so that it moves from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. So if I read it in the morning, before 5 hours elapses, what do? I read it again. Now, before 5 hours elapses again, I read it again. So within 5 hours period, you ensure that you must read it again, so that it moves from your short-term memory into your long-term memory. So all the things that you read and you keep in your short-term memory, remember that you must read them again, so that they move from your short-term memory into your long-term memory so that you don't forget them. This is something that is very important, very, very important. So that's why what I do is that I don't want to go reading other things until I'm sure that the things I've already read have left my short-term memory into my long-term memory. Which one is better? Is it better to read so many things that all of them end up disappearing from your memory, or to focus on the things, on few things that you can read and then move from your short-term memory into your long-term memory? Which one is better? So this is one thing that I want you to understand. Secondly, guys, you must understand that it is not about reading for long periods of hours. Some of you want to burn the midnight candle. Some of you want to read all night when you have an exam, when you have a no. The human brain cannot understand for more than 2 hours. So when you read for more than 2 hours, any other thing that happens after the 2 hours period, it simply means that you are just wasting your time, because you retain it temporarily, but it ends up disappearing. You will not even have the ability to stay in your short-term memory. So what do you want to do? You want to have intermittent 2 hours period. So instead of sitting at a go and reading for like 10 hours, like some of you say, I want to read all night. No. You can read 2 hours in the morning, you read 1 hour in the afternoon, you read 30 minutes. So that intermittent timing is very, very important than to sit at a go, I want to read for 7 hours. It doesn't work that way, because you always read, you retain You can't do something meaningful. The active part of your brain, the part of your brain that controls memory, that controls intelligence and innovation, is only active for not up to 2 hours period. After that 2 hours period, you need to wait and rest for it to regenerate itself and continue to deliver active results to you. My name is Fabrice Abunde, and I help masters and PhDs do high-paying research projects.